Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, January 30th. A lot to talk about today. We have a significant snow threat for Sunday afternoon into Monday in much of the Mid-Atlantic region. Not everything is set in stone yet. There is some possibility of mixing down in southern portions of the Mid-Atlantic region, perhaps the D.C. metro region. That, of course, would have a significant impact on potential snow accumulations. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. But first, we have a very rapidly intensifying storm system today up across the eastern part of New England, and as a result, winds will increase dramatically over the next several hours up and down the I-95 corridor, up and down the northeastern coastline, perhaps gusting up to 50 miles per hour in D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City by the end of today. Arctic air will ride into the region, riding in on those strong northwest winds. Temperatures will plunge tonight, perhaps to single digits in portions of the I-95 corridor. Wind chill values will be well below zero tonight and on Saturday. Very cold on Saturday, with despite some sunshine, with continuing strong winds. So a powerful wind expected later on today. Could even cause some power outages in portions of the Northeast. And here's what's going on right now. We have basically a weak system. This is the Clipper type of system that dropped southeastward yesterday and last night, produced a coating of snow in Philadelphia, some heavy sleet down across D.C. It is still rather weak right now, but once this frontal system, this is an infusion of Arctic air about to infiltrate this particular system, and once that Arctic air mass wraps into this system, it'll rapidly intensify this afternoon into tonight and produce significant snowfall for the northern part of New England. Maine, for example, could get 6 to 10 inches of snow over the next 12 to 24 hours or so. As that storm rapidly intensifies, this pressure gradient seen right here by these isobars will tighten. The winds will increase dramatically up and down the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City, with possible wind gusts late today and tonight up to 50 miles per hour. Well, here's the current radar loop from the Penn State EWAL site. We have precipitation type by color here. The greens represent areas of rainfall, the blues and whites snowfall. There are some snow showers, especially in and around the New York City metro region. Certainly can be a snow shower, especially from Pennsylvania, Maryland border on north and east over the next few hours. This area of snow up across northern New England will intensify, and again, significant snowfall where they don't need it up across portions of Maine and Vermont and New Hampshire over the next 12 to 24 hours or so as this particular system rapidly intensifies. Again, winds will increase dramatically over the next several hours coming out of the northwest, bringing in Arctic air. Temperatures will plunge overnight tonight, perhaps to single digits. Wind chill values will be below zero tonight and Saturday, all the way up and down the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philly to New York City. And despite the fact the skies will clear tonight and there will be plenty of sunshine on Saturday, it'll be brutally cold with those frigid wind chill values. Well, meanwhile, let's jump to the opposite corner of the country in the southwestern part of the U.S. Quite an area of moisture here, significant snowfall for the next 12 hours or so in the higher elevations of the northern half of New Mexico. Significant snow also southwestern Colorado, portions of Utah. This is the area of moisture that will stream into the central plains on Saturday, causing some significant snow from Kansas and Nebraska eastward across to Illinois and Indiana. That area of moisture will then continue to move eastward towards the Mid-Atlantic region, and the result will likely be snow breaking out on Sunday afternoon up and down the I-95 corridor between D.C. and New York City. Well, let's quickly walk through some computer forecast maps. This is using last night's 0Z GFS model run. Beginning with this evening, we'll look at 12-hour increments going all the way through to Monday morning. This is the Clipper system that will intensify rapidly over the next several hours. By this evening, it'll be producing significant snow across Maine. And notice the pressure gradient here, the tight isobars, very strong north to northwest winds in the I-95 corridor from this afternoon and especially late in the day through tonight into Saturday, perhaps gusting up to 50 miles per hour or so. Frigid cold air moves in overnight tonight, and those wind chill values will drop below zero tonight and continue that way for much of Saturday. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning. Still some strong winds for at least the first half of the day in the I-95 corridor, coming out of the north to northwest. Mostly sunny skies on Saturday, but frigid cold and again wind chill values below zero. This high pressure system will finally cause a relaxation in the winds by late in the day and especially tomorrow night. In fact, let's jump ahead 12 hours to Saturday evening. Well, certainly less wind by Saturday evening as this high pressure area edges in. Pressure gradient has relaxed by this time. It'll be basically a clear to partly cloudy, perhaps increasing clouds late Saturday night and a cold night, but the winds will certainly die down compared to what we'll experience this afternoon, tonight, and on Saturday. Here's the moisture over the Central Plains by later tomorrow. That will be in the form of snow in Kansas and Nebraska all the way to Indiana and headed our way right towards the Mid-Atlantic region. Well, here's the forecast map for Sunday morning. At this time, we will still be dry here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Moisture, however, will be streaming eastward across the Ohio Valley. Notice cold high pressure to the northwest, and this edges into New England over the next time period or so. Later Sunday into Monday, that could play a crucial role in keeping this cold air mass entrenched here in much of the Mid-Atlantic region. Notice this freezing line way down here across the northern part of North Carolina come early Sunday morning. Let's now jump ahead to the Sunday evening forecast map. Well, by Sunday evening, that snow will have already begun. It looks like before the Super Bowl even begins. Sunday afternoon looks like snow will break out in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Now notice here the storm is over the Ohio Valley here, over Kentucky. It'll tend to move in this direction here across West Virginia, Northern Virginia. That's a shift of a little bit to the north, and that will allow for the possibility of some mixing in the southern part of the Mid-Atlantic region, perhaps the D.C. metro region. Of course, we're still a couple of days away, so any kind of a small shift can have a significant impact on the ultimate snow accumulation forecast for later Sunday into Monday. Let's jump ahead another 12 hours. Well, here we go. This is finally by Monday morning, that low over Northern Virginia on its way to the Mid-Atlantic coastline. And again, there is the possibility of some mixing issues, let's say south of the Mason-Dixon line. It still looks like primarily a snow event north of the Mason-Dixon line, and significant snow is on the table from Philadelphia all the way up to New York City. What do I mean by significant? Certainly 6 inches is a possibility from this storm, 6 inches or more. And again, D.C. metro region still could end up with significant snow here, but mixing will certainly have to be monitored for that possibility later Sunday into Sunday night and Monday. That, of course, would have a significant impact on ultimate snow accumulation totals here. So a lot going on here over the next 72 hours. A powerful wind event late today and tonight into Saturday. Possible 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Brutal cold air rides in on those winds for tonight. Temperatures dropping all the way down into perhaps a single digits in portions of the I-95 corridor with below zero wind chill values tonight and Saturday. Then snow probably breaks out Sunday afternoon in the I-95 corridor, and significant snow is a possibility later Sunday into Monday, but everything is not set in stone yet. Stay tuned to VencoreWeather.com for updates. That's it for now. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.